Hi, I'm Mystic Miyamoksha, and this is a pick a card reading for Spirit's advice for you at this time in your life. I started these readings initially to watch for myself because I needed readings that would offer me spiritual advice when I needed it that are on my level, which is pretty advanced spiritually. So because I couldn't really find too many of those out there, I had to make them for myself. But I also like to be in service for others. So if it could help other advanced spiritual souls out there, that's a plus. It's not selfish or selfless. It's just the right divine path to do these readings. So here I am, and we have 5 piles. The first is pyrite. The second pile is amazonite. The third pile is sodalite. The fourth pile is emerald. And the fifth pile is diopside. See, the theme here is green, blue, and sparkly. So, the timestamps are below. And much love and light. Hey, pile 1. This is the pyrite. And Spirit's advice for you at this time in your life. Wow. The sun card matches up with the brightness of the pyrite here. And by the book, the numbers 19 and 11 here. There's a profound new beginning starting with your soul's mission in a very bombastic way, like it's exploding onto the scene. And I feel like everything is going to be in order for you. You're going to be receiving a lot of attention, a lot of recognition for the work that you've already put in the past, where you've kind of done things by the book, or you followed your guidance and followed all the steps. You've done things from the first step all the way up to where you are now. It might have been 100 steps, 100 miles to get to where you are. You took it slow and steady to get to where you are. And that is why everything that's coming to you now is also going to be very well ordered, very perfectly divinely planned. You're not going to have any issues with the order in which you need to get things done. If you have paperwork that needs to be filed, or things that need to be done before you can get the other things done, these little things are not going to be an issue. You're not going to have anything held up for you. You're not going to have to wait in line. You're not going to have to pay any hidden fees. There's no surprises. Everything's out in the open for you, and everything will happen just the way it was meant to happen. It's kind of like driving down the street and hitting all the green lights and just being able to go straight to where you need to go. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting right off the bat. Very positive, and it's kind of like maybe in the past you've had a lot of roadblocks or always felt like you started at a disadvantage in a lot of your goals and a lot of your pursuits. I'm getting, since you were a child, maybe you felt like you had a disadvantage when you were a child, maybe some sort of learning disability or some sort of medical issue, or maybe family issues, or just something about you was very different, and it took you some time to kind of get to where you are personally, let alone professionally. I feel like that's kind of why you done things by the books. I feel like you might be also a rule breaker. So not only do you follow the rules, but you also break the rules. Like, you do what you feel is morally and ethically right, and sometimes you feel like the rules don't follow what is actually right, but you do like, you're a stickler for rules, or you do like being acknowledged for I don't know, for example, following some sort of system, or having some sort of established system accomplishments, like going to a certain school, or rising the ranks through a company at work, or maybe you've had a family and got the house and the cars and the kids or something. There's something about that in your past where you have accomplished a lot based on the rules already at play, but you're also a rule breaker when you need to be. You have a very good balance here, but I feel like you've been working really hard. Like, you see this like baby elephant, young adult elephant, and this like adult elephant. It's like this has been a very long process. You've had like cycles and cycles and cycles of learning and taking risks and failing to get to who you are now. You had a lot of personal development and a lot of wide experiences in your professional development and relationships with people. Wow. So, I mean, like, hats off to you, seriously. Like, you're ready to shine, whether you want to or not. Like, you're going to get a lot of attention, you're going to get a lot of praise, and you're going to get a lot of abundance. But you can handle it, and you can do it. You're ready for this. You were born for this. Okay. Okay. So right off the bat, it's a time for reflection. For you. So this might be a time where you're really looking at the past and realizing how much you've actually done up until this point. This might be a very celebratory time for you, and if you don't feel like it, you have just accomplished a very big cycle in your life. A part of your life has finally come to an end, and a new beginning has started for you. I feel like Spirit is saying here to you that you have followed your guts, you followed your intuition, you followed what you felt was right for you. And I feel like it was like, you might be confused why other people couldn't see how black and white it is sometimes to do the right thing, to follow your heart, and to just kind of give your life up to other entities to do with your life what it will. Like, you think it's so obvious and easy to see what you need to do in life and what you don't need to do in life. And sometimes if it isn't clear, you at least know what the step in front of you is, or what to do and what not to do, at least. Spirit is like very, like, they're congratulating you. This is a reading for you to just be like very well congratulated. And as above, so below. So you're probably going to see a lot of recognition from people that come out of the woodworks from your past, people that you might work with, people that don't really know the real you, that don't really know what has been going on in your life. Really, maybe you've only really told your true few best friends or your closest family members, or the people that you see very often, like what has been really going on in your life and the accomplishments you've achieved on a personal, professional level that not many people get to see. I feel like you're going to get a lot of recognition for that. You might be thinking, like, how is that even possible? Maybe you work for yourself, or maybe you work for a company that is not very well known for what it does, or you don't work with that many people, or you're you don't have really that many people around you. You don't, you moved to a new area, you don't have that many friends there yet, or, you don't really talk to some of your old friends or family members at this time. So you're probably thinking like, how is this even possible? Maybe for some of you, you'll see. It'll be a great surprise. Like you are getting recognized and acknowledged, and whether you crave that or not, whether you're someone who's very humble or prideful, whatever, like Spirit saying like you deserve this recognition. Everyone likes to be told that they did a good job, and like this is like a step above that. Like there might be like a feeling like you might not be feeling so great right now because maybe you're not doing so well financially. It's like, okay, if I'm doing so great in life and I'm being congratulated by Spirit, then why don't I have the home to prove it, or the relationship to prove it, or the job to prove it, or the status to prove it, or whatever, right? And it's coming. But Spirit is saying like, we see the pyrite here, right? And that, it represents a lot of monetary abundance, a lot of money, and a lot of opportunities to make money. And we have the sun here, which also represents abundance and happiness and joyfulness and accomplishing the things that you've accomplished, and finally get to reap the rewards and enjoy the rewards of your hard work. So if you're feeling at this time that you're lacking a little bit of the physical things that show that you're doing well, like Spirit is saying, like, don't worry, like that's coming. And it's coming in the form of you stepping up to be like a leader or like saving the day or something. So this is how I think you're gonna, like, this is what is going to like kick off that recognition cycle for you and the celebratory cycle for you, where people get to see like who you actually are and the the caliber of your soul, the caliber of your sword, your truth, your words, the soul of who you are is going to be recognized in this situation. It's going to kick off soon. Soul, family, and friends. Possibly even a soulmate. But I think what's going to happen is you might even receive a job opportunity with people that are very like-minded, that that will become your lifelong friends if they are not already your lifelong friends, or like people who come back from the past, or just like a mix of people that like are really your people. You might get like a work opportunity through this action. I'm not sure what this action will be, but I think it's like an opportunity to prove, to like show to the world like who you actually are. There's something better. Yeah, I think you might get a lot of recognition from the right people, but also from people that might have not believed in you in the past, or you might not be so close to anymore. This could be old friends or family members or neighbors or your community, or people you work with, like people you're just not like that close with, or that aren't just like your true people, like the people that are not truly your friends, or serve you for your highest and best interest and highest and best good. I feel like whatever this action or event is, that where you come out looking like the knight in shining armor, or like the hero of a situation, or just like very, I don't know, just it's like your debut of like, and that's what I'm kind of getting, is this image of like you just like debuting out to society, like this person, maybe like I'm like seeing like getting crowned, you know, like crowning achievements. I'm getting royalty. I'm getting new job, new position, like hero status, or, you know, just well-known, 15 minutes of fame. I'm getting kind of that kind of energy where there's like the split where you recognize, oh, there's better things out there for me, like better people that can actually help me get to where I want. There's better goals for me. There's better career opportunities, or better, you know, just better things. And that might be the thing that sways you to the situation where you get recognized. Maybe the thing that you needed to prove to yourself, to show for yourself, and to kind of confirm for yourself that there's better things out there, and that you're on the divine path and you're being led to these better things. It's not going to be like difficult to find out what these better things are. Wow. Okay, so the Ten of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. This is coming in for you. This is coming in for you. You might have already seen it coming in, like a lot of happiness. You might have seen like a lot of love interest come in, a lot of people that I think in the past you might have given a lot of energy and effort to, and now they're giving back. You know, they recognize like, oh wow, this person was always there for me. Like, I feel like I want to give to them. You might be receiving a lot of gifts or invitations from people in the past that you've given energy to. You might be also receiving a lot of people coming in that feel like soul family or soul friends, just trickling in. So people from your past trickling in to be like, hey, I kind of want to hold on to you because you've been, you know, you've been great. But they didn't really recognize that before. And then people trickling in that do recognize your potential and who you are, and your, you know, they value your friendship and your relationship with the divine, like, immediately. So with the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, like, I do see the Spirit is saying, like, there will be an opportunity for you to make money or study something new or new job opportunity. I'm going to clarify that. Family member. Yeah, I feel like someone that feels like family to you. So either this is an actual family member of yours, or, you know, someone that feels like family to you, or someone new that comes in that will like become your family or like family to you. Will give you an opportunity. I keep getting that, like a work opportunity or a business opportunity or investment opportunity, something of that sort. And can we get like a timeline? Within like about a month from when you're watching this. So within about a month, like, these things are going to come through. And then I want to see Spirit's last overall advice for you. I have the Nine of Cups. And in this deck, that means success and triumph. So, I mean, you're doing great. You have even more success ahead of you. You're already successful for how much you've accomplished now, and you're going to see these things happen. I hope you love the reading, and I wish you so much love and light. Hi, Pile 2. This is Amazonite, which has to do with luck, money, and overall success. I don't know why I'm picking all these very money-oriented and success-oriented crystals today, but it's the energy, I'm guessing. All right, so your cards are the Fool card and Higher Power. Wow, I love how both these have a very, like, ethereal, fairy-like, transcendental colors. And the 0 and the 4. This is very powerful. This is this kind of signifies to me that this new path that you are on is divinely guided. So you must have had a powerful ending and a powerful new beginning at this time. And this new beginning, Spirit is saying that like it is set for you. Like, don't worry, you're going to be stable and secure. So you must have just finished building the foundation of who you are, your soul's foundation for this lifetime, for your spirit in this human bodysuit in this lifetime. I keep seeing this like rainbow arch here, and I keep getting that like, you know, you might be seeing a lot more orbs. You might be seeing, I don't know, you might be connecting with ETs more, angels more, seeing ships, or increasing your psychic abilities, connecting to energies that much stronger right now. If you don't believe in that thing, or you're more masculine in your energies, you might be seeing more synchronicities throughout your days, numbers, or just like, you know, someone saying something specific and you hearing about that specific thing like later in the day, and it's just like very coincidental to not be divine. I love that she's playing the trumpet here. I feel like you're sounding the alarm. Like, I feel like usually the Fool card is the beginning of the hero's journey or the fool's journey. I was talking to another tarot card reader recently, and she was mentioning how like, oh, it's funny how some people call it the hero's journey and some people call it the fool's journey. You know, I feel like you've been on the fool's journey and now you're on the hero's journey, you know, this new cycle, starting at 0 point, because I feel like you started from like scratch, or like basically felt like you were starting from scratch, and now you have this like really strong foundation, and you're not waiting to answer the call. You're giving out that call. You're sounding the horns, you're ringing up, calling the higher power, being like, hey, I'm ready for this call to adventure. You know, like, I'm sending out the bat signal. I'm sending out, you know, the I'm ready sign. I'm turning the lights green. Like, this is go time for me. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm letting you know, you're letting your higher power know that like this is, you're ready. You're ready for what's next. I feel like with like the green and blue here and like the pink and purples here, there's like a very balanced sense of your inner world and the outer world, from your spiritual self, your physical self, from your you're very balanced in your energies right now. You have the potential to manifest things very quickly right now, but I think you're just kind of sending the signal out there like, yeah, I'm ready to manifest, but like, what am I going to manifest? What should I manifest? Because you're starting out this journey, so it's like, what is this journey going to be about? What is this like quest going to be? You know, what is my quest? What is my goal? Like, I'm ready. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. And the message card. Surrender. Okay. So right away, I'm getting, you're very okay with who you are and where you are in life. I feel like you've come to terms with it, or you're coming to terms with it right now. Like, that's your kind of like lesson, or like spiritual work right now. Your inner work is to just kind of be okay with who you are. Know that you've already accomplished a lot and you will accomplish more in life, but at this time in your life, you're just kind of letting things happen. Excuse me. I feel like the incense kind of tickled me. Okay, so I feel like you're also connecting. You might be connecting to a specific energy or a specific person or a specific mission right now. And I feel like you're very, very well in tuned and intuitive and connected at this time, whether you're more feminine or masculine in your energies. And it's like, and it might be kind of surprising how connected you are to this thing, and you might not be even aware of it right now. I'm getting from Spirit that like you might not be even aware that you're connecting to this energy, this person, or this mission very strongly at this time. Like seriously, like you might feel a certain very strong emotion, and you're like, oh well, I don't usually feel this way when I do A, B, and C. Like you know yourself very well that you can pick up on when energy is not yours. I'm getting very specifically that you're connecting to a specific energy. So whether this is a person or a mission or both, a person you're supposed to go on a mission with, or a group of people that you're supposed to achieve some sort of goal or mission with, they're getting tapped into your energies as well. So you guys might be feeling each other very, very strongly, whether you know each other or not at this time, and whether you know what this goal or mission is or not at this time. So be aware of that. This is your quest. This is your soul mission. This is that you're connecting with. And you're connecting with also the people that you're going to be working on this mission with very strongly at this time. That's why Spirit is telling you to surrender, because like, you know, don't worry if you feel like you can't be the best version of you right now. The best version of you right now is not stressing over and having anxiety over not being able to do what you used to do. You know, maybe in your last cycle you finally accomplished some sort of career goal or relationship goal or some health goal or whatever, and it's like you might be beating yourself up that you're not at that like level where you were, and it's just because like that was a goal for the last cycle. This new cycle might incorporate that or might not, but you have to be okay with that and surrender to receive this new version of you, this new version of your mission, this new version of your life. Okay. So Spirit wants to say like, okay, there might be something coming up right now that that's been something somewhat of like a challenge for you in the past cycle. This was like one of the big things that you had to conquer in the last cycle. And you might see it come up again. It's like, oh, not this again. Like, I thought I was moving on to the next part of my life. I thought I was like doing well or ready to like, you know, blast off into this new thing, this new venture, whatever, new relationship, new life or new goal, whatever. And this is creeping back up again. It's like, no, whatever this is, you already accomplished it. You already beat it. You already conquered it. Not just beat it, you conquered it. It's coming up again because this is just something that's going to test you to see if you're going to stress out and have anxiety about this goal that you've already accomplished. Like, don't set yourself back and think that you have to go through another cycle to conquer this again. You already did. You might have like reached the level of perfection or like you reached a level that like you kind of feel like you waned lower and down from since you were at your peak of this achievement, this, you know, conquering this. And that's not you needing to conquer that again or reach the peak again. You might have had really high expectations for yourself since you reached the peak for whatever this negative habit, destructive habit that you were conquering before was. It's already beaten. So if it shows up in your life now, you might realize like, oh yeah, like it's not as bad as before. Like I could definitely like deal with it. It might make you sad because like, oh no, like am I have to doing this again? Like why can't I just like get rid of this? Like no, like you've already conquered that. Don't feed it thoughts. Don't let it feed you negativity. Like you already conquered this. This is something you don't need to stress about. This is something you don't need to focus on or let you get anxious or feel ashamed or anything. Like I feel like what will help you is if you take your thoughts off of that and focus on the future rather than your past. It will like disappear on its own, or at least don't put too much focus on it. I think that's like your thing now, and I think you obsess about it because it was such a debilitating, destructive thing in your life, but you already accomplished it. So that's what Spirit is saying, because we have the Tower card now. So what you're experiencing in your life is like a very divine situations coming through that you couldn't have predicted, that you couldn't have imagined happening in your life. That's why Spirit's like, surrender, just let things happen. Okay, so it might be in terms of home. So I feel like something on the home front might be changing very drastically and very suddenly for you. If it hasn't already happened, just like in the immediate past, it will be happening in the immediate future. This is something that's happening right now for you. So I'm going to see where exactly in terms of this home situation is changing for you. Okay, Temperance. So wherever you're living now, whatever this home card means to you, is it the relationship you have at home, the family that you have at home, the actual physical structure of your home, or the location, the city, or the town, or the village that you live in. When I say home, whatever that means to you, there might be a lot of ties to where you live or who you live with, to your past. And because you are so very quickly releasing your past and so very quickly receiving the new one, even though it might not seem like it, and it might be not so obvious that in the physical that you are receiving a lot of new things right now in terms of your new, I don't know, everything, a lot of things. It might feel like it's going so slow, but no, trust me, it's going really, really fast. And the Divine Spirit wanted me to like let you know that like, yeah, things are moving very, very quickly right now for you. So because of that quick transformation, and it wasn't quick necessarily internally, you might have been working on this for 6 months, a year, 2 years, or something like that. Just the transition part of letting go of your old life and transitioning to your new is going to very rapidly show up in your physical life right now. And the way that it will show up very obviously right now for you, and in a big way for you right now, is in terms of your home situation. So that could be, if you're living with your family, or if you're living with your partner, or if you're living with, friends, or if you're or the neighbors you're living with, the community you're living in, the area that you're living in, the location that you're living in. Something about your home situation and structure is about to change very quickly for you. Let me see in what way this could be. Okay. There's something better that's so interesting that came up for the last reading too. And I saw this like 6 of Pentacles, and kind of reminded me of the first pile as well, with this like, you might be like given a situation, a better situation. Okay, I'm gonna this card and this card. Yeah, there's a situation coming in that's very, very quickly. I want to clarify this. 2 of Cups in reverse. 2 of Wands and 5 of Cups. Okay, so I do feel like there might be someone from the past coming back. It could be a romantic situation. It could be a family member that you felt out of touch with, or just someone who feels like family to you, or will become very close to you, that has kind of lost their way. They're kind of in a bad situation. They're not really taking care of their health, or they're just. And I'm getting a feeling that this is someone who's like very destructive or anything. I feel like they've just they had a good head on their shoulders, and then something just kind of knocked them off their feet, and they just couldn't be able to get back on their feet. Like no one was there to kind of help them get them back on their feet, and they're struggling with that. But this person's like I'm getting a good person, you know. Maybe they were a good friend or good, you know, you had a good connection with them, but like they kind of just wandered off, and now they just randomly came back into your life, and maybe they're asking for your help, or maybe you feel like you want to help them, or maybe, okay, let me see. I feel like they might be in a good situation, but and they're offering you help, and you feel like, okay, like, yeah, they can help me out with this better home situation, I guess. Maybe they're offering you a job so that you have to move or something like that. I don't know, some sort of situation like that, and they're like, oh yeah, like they can help me out, maybe I could help them out, I could pay them back by helping them out emotionally or whatever they're going through. I've been more focused on money because I'm trying to build for myself. So this person, I feel like, might have like enough money to help you out, or to offer you a good job, or to offer you a home, or maybe there's an inheritance coming in. Maybe they feel like they owe you. Maybe there's someone you helped in the past and they feel like they owe you, and they want to, like, you know, give back to you. It's someone you helped get them back on their feet in the past or something like that. So there's something like that kind of going on for you. I'm going to see when this might come through. A few years. Yeah, about 2 years. So 10. Okay, so I feel like anywhere from next month to next 2 years, this person might come in and just change your home situation out of nowhere. I'm getting pulled. Abundance, yeah. So if you're worried about, like, you know, if, you know, a career situation is going to take off, or if you're going to have enough money to, you know, provide your kids with this thing, or to support yourself while this other thing is going on, like, there is someone that the divine is sending you where they can help you out financially, physically, and that you can help them out emotionally and mentally. Okay, I'm going to get this advice for this pile, the Magician. And the Magician in this deck has to do with determination to reach a goal. So you're very determined to reach a goal. And you're going to receive a new friend with it, whether it's someone you know or don't know, that's going to help you achieve that goal. I feel like this person is going to need some time, so they may come in like now, and this might be like a project for you. It's such a wrong thing. I feel so wrong saying that, like, to make someone a project. That's not what's here. True here. I feel like this is something you want to take on. You want to be able to help this person, but it might take some time, like a couple of years, to really get them at a good place. And at the same time, they might be able to help you out, where I feel like they reflect in you the amount of love you can give, the amount that you can give to others. Like, you show yourself what a good person you are by helping this person get on their feet. And, like, yeah, there's like some sort of monetary, career-related benefit to helping this person out, but that's not why you're doing it. Maybe that's a reason that you can do this. Like, hey, you help me out for the next year or two. Like, I'll help you out with this stuff. And there might be a potential for a love connection here, or it could just be like reconnecting with an old friend or a family member or something, or someone that's like from the same hometown as you, or has this, like, you know, a similar backstory to you, and you're like, oh, I've been there, like, I know. Like, it's like looking in the mirror, helping yourself out or something like that. So I feel like for you in the next couple of years, you might get like a kickback from this person. They might help you out financially, career-wise, with a home. And in turn, you know, they'll offer you their friendship. And in turn, you offering them your friendship and your mentorship and your guidance and your company. Like, this person's like a really good person. Like, you know, it's like they just hit hard times and like everyone abandoned them or something like that. Or no one understands what they're going through and you do or something. So it's like, this is a really like big deal. Like, this is like Mother Teresa kind of like level of commitment to, you know, service to others, to the light, to your divinity. Like, I always marvel at the people that like take in, you know, children without homes, or, you know, animals that have been abused in the animal shelter. It's like, wow, it takes a really like enduring, loving, divine soul to be able to care for someone or an animal like that. And this is beautiful. I'm going to pull one more card. What is the purpose of all this? Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is help from the spiritual realm. So it's like, the more you help this person, the more help you'll get from the divine to help you in your life and to help others. So like, your psychic abilities will increase while helping this person, because you're connecting with the divine more as you're in service to others on such a high level. Like, to offer someone this kind of love and nourishment and healing, that takes a really truly strong, devoted light worker to do. And in this process, you will develop your psychic abilities. You'll develop a stronger connection to the divine, to your higher self, to your super subconscious mind, and it'll make you stronger and more psychic. Like the Queen of Cups here, very strong psychic feelings. Yeah, you'll increase your psychic abilities like 10-fold, like 1,000% more. And you know, it's kind of like, you become more beautiful, like your soul becomes more beautiful, and like you'll see it like outwardly, you'll look younger, you feel healthier. Like, so whatever the situation is that you were dealing with in the past, not only are you not going to have to deal with it again, like this will diminish it forever, you know. And this person will be able to help you out in a very grand way, your home situation. So, you know, feeling like a family to them, being there like a family to them, healing them, because you care for them, and it's mutual, so it goes both ways. So this could be a romantic situation, but it could be also a lifelong friend or someone that is already a family member that you get closer to, and things like that. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed your reading, pile 2. Much love and light. Hi, pile number 3. We have the sodalite here, which increases psychic abilities, gives you clarity of thought, truth, wisdom, increases intuition. And cards here are the Tower card. Wow. This is my favorite image of the Tower card of all the decks that I have. All the decks that I've ever seen. And time for a nap. This is so crazy because the Tower card is like, oh, big divine events that are unforeseen, coming to crash and burn around you. And then Spirit saying, well, time for a nap. So I feel like what's going to crash and burn in your life doesn't have to do with you, doesn't have to do with your home or the people that you're very strongly divinely connected with. I feel like you're going to see a lot of things go down and crash and burn around you and the people you may know or people you may not know in your communities, in your town, your neighborhood, the city. So it's where it's going to say, like, we're going to shake things up, but don't you worry. It's not for you. You can just sit back, relax, take a nap. Don't let the things outside of you get to you. You've gone through things. This is time for other people to go through things. And the more you kind of just focus on yourself and keeping yourself happy and healthy and not anxious and not worried about what's going on outside, you'll be fine. Like, let this pass. I like the thing about the Tower card now is, like, I was speaking to another tarot card reader recently, and she mentioned how, like, in the original tarot deck, not the Rider-Waite, but the Smith one, I think there was no door on the Tower, and how that represents, like, you're just in the Tower and just letting things crash and burn. But the Tower cards that have a door at the Tower is like a representation that, like, this is happening. You can either leave or you can stay to choose in the Tower knowing that it's going to fall. And so I love that this door isn't even there. It's just kind of wide open. And it's kind of like you already made the decision to leave, to let things happen. I feel like you have a really good foresight. You have the affinity for truth. You might have had an idea what's been going on in certain things that maybe people in your friend circle, your work circle, your family circle may not be able to see as clearly as you. And I feel like you have intuition, very strong intuition, to know that this is your time to let others go through what they are meant to go through, because you already have. We have the numbers 16 and 24 here, very strong masculine numbers, and related to that number 8. So I'm getting very strongly 4. Eight and 4. Like, something very powerful is manifesting for you in terms of your stability and security. This is a very big manifestation. Like, these are multiples of 8, right? Multiples of 4. You have 2, 4, 6, 8. We don't have a 10. We do have a 12. And okay, so what I'm getting here, that we have all these numbers that can, like, be divided up into, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, but there's no 10 here. So what I'm getting is, this isn't a new cycle for you. This isn't like a brand new cycle. That's appearing for you, this is a continuation. So when a lot of people talk about cycles, like they're like, oh, the cycle is ending, this new cycle is starting for you. It's like, okay, well, everyone has multiple cycles going on in their life at the same time. So you may be ending a cycle of childhood and beginning a cycle of young adulthood, for example. But at the same time, when you're transitioning from childhood to adulthood, you might be still going through a cycle of family mentorship or something like that, family relations. And that cycle might not end until, adulthood. So everyone's going through multiple cycles at the same time. And yeah, there might be a period where multiple cycles at the end at the same time and a lot of new cycles start at the same time. But this cycle has to do with physical, material things that are manifesting because you've been manifesting it for so long. Okay. It's interesting this is pile number 3 though. And those 1624 here. And it's sodalite. It's kind of like intuitive part, but also the masculine part of truth, communication. But it's mostly wisdom, intuition. There's like it's a feminine pile bringing in the masculine. So I feel like you've done the work. You've done the inner work. You've helped people. You've helped yourself. You nourished yourself. You nourished other people. You motivated yourself. You influenced yourself. You motivated others and influenced others with your words and your wisdom. So now you're receiving a lot of stability and security through masculine energy. So physical means, monetary, home base, furniture, clothing, career opportunities, garden, food, health, that kind of stuff. Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. The 7 of Cups. And your message is find your passion. Okay, so with this amount of abundance and security and stability coming into your life, I feel like you're being called to find out like what you're passionate about. It's like with this stability and security and maybe there's more stability coming into your finances or stability coming into your home or relationships, your long-term relationships. There's just like long-term stability and security here in terms of physical things, material things, money, relationships, long-term things. So Spirit's saying like, okay, you have this coming in, you know it. All you got to do is rest while I receive. We're going to shake up the world around you. We're going to bring this to you. You already had that feeling. You already had that idea that this is happening. So while this comes in, while this long-term stability, security, set up for income or set up for a good job or, long-term romantic situation or long-term friends or long-term good relationships with others, working relationship with others, community relationship with others, whatever this looks like for you, while this long-term security and stability is coming in for you divinely. So all you got to really do is just not let things stress you out or freak you out when things outside your window are happening, because this is divinely planned. This is a divine situation. It is your time. You knew it was coming. You probably had a lot of signs, synchronicities for months and years that this is what's happening. You might be also receiving a lot of ideas of what you can do with this newfound financial freedom, newfound monetary freedom, and it just gives you so much time to like do the things that you want to do the things that you're passionate about, do the things that your life is calling you to do. So there's all these ideas coming in as well as money things. So like you might not, I'm getting from Spirit, like you might not see so much of these things happening in your face right now. Like this is just this is like just getting started. I feel like you don't even have to work hard. Like, I feel like these ideas are just popping into your head, and you're like, yeah, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can start this business, or maybe I can start this family, or maybe I can start this side project, this hobby, this charity, this group, whatever. All these ideas are just kind of popping into your head, and Spirit just saying, like, just, you don't have to take action on all these things. Just, entertain the thought for a bit, write it down, mull it over, think about it later this week at the end of the month. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad, it wouldn't be a bad idea to write these ideas down, and then later this week or at the end of the month, like, go through all the ideas and see if something really still resonates with you. It's like effortless. Like, I feel like these ideas are just coming to you and flowing to you because you already put in the hard work. This is your physical manifestations coming in, your physical rewards and abundance for the work that you've already put into yourself internally in your own inner universe, your inner world. So enjoy it. Don't freak out with things happening. That's like the one thing you could do for yourself at this time. Just let things come in. So let the ideas come in. Whoa. Okay, this felt like so far away from the table. I had to reach for it. 4 Pentacles. Yeah, that's the stability and security. Like, you're getting some money to put in your bank. Maybe you can get creative with the ways that you invest this money. So Spirit is saying now is a good time to think about how you would invest this money, how you would invest your time now that you have the freedom to do what you want. What are the things that you want to do for yourself, for others, for friends and family, for your home, for your relationships. This is a good time to think about what you're going to do with that stability, security, the money, the time. And you don't have to take action on it right away. It's just a time to kind of brainstorm, freeball it, kind of. Is there anything in specifically that this is going to be related to, Spirit? Okay. Receiving, offer, and opportunity. So I feel like this has been kind of a theme during these readings, is that you're going to be receiving an offer and opportunities. And I feel like this pile in particular is going to be being offered multiple opportunities, at least 3, if not more, that are really good. You may be offered more than that, more than a few opportunities, but at least 3 good ones, good, 3 really amazing offers that are worth considering. So you kind of taking time to figure out how you figure things out. If you got a huge, large sum of money, what would you do? Just kind of making it into a game and thinking these things, maybe doing a little research, see what other people did, see what would resonate with you in your life. If you had all the money in the world, then what would you do with your free time? What are some projects? What are some things, classes, hobbies that you've always wanted to take up and didn't really get a chance to, or never really had the time or the money or whatever to do it? Something that you want to do as a service to others, what would you do? How would you do it? What kind of people would you need? What kind of resources would you need? Where would you want to travel? What's really important to you in this lifetime to do and to achieve and, to explore? So getting into that mindset right now and kind of entertaining these thoughts and kind of making it into a game, what would I do in this kind of situation? What would I do in this kind of situation will help you get prepared for all this that is coming into your life very soon. Let's see if we can get a timeline, Spirit, when this is coming in full force. Depends when this happens. Depends on when what happens. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna have a moment where you just kind of like break down. You're gonna be like, I'm not letting this affect me. I'm not letting this affect me. I'm not letting this affect me. Oh no, this is affecting me. So whatever is happening in your environment, I don't know if it's something that happens in your family or in your community or in your country or in your personal sphere or in your professional sphere. But I feel like it does eventually get to you, even though like Spirit's saying like, don't let it get to you. Don't stress out about it. Don't be anxious about it. But you're a person, and people, and a very empathetic person at that. And even though you might have been well prepared and know this is coming, it affects people when things hurt other people. People don't like to see other people hurt, unless you're like a sociopath or a psychopath, Most people do not like to see other people hurt. Or their lives ruined, or to see unfortunate things happening around them, Excuse me. I feel like you'll get to a point where it affects you and you'll just kind of like break down, whether you're a man or a woman. I mean, the things that you're going to see are traumatizing. Or the things that you're going to hear, or the things that you're going to find out about. Is there something specific? This breakdown is about. Great. A new friend. A new friend. Someone that's attracted to you. Oh no. Okay. So I just got that what's really gonna help you get like what's really gonna make you break down is that you might encounter someone that might be going through the tower situation, event, whatever. And they might like you, you might like them. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a kid that you resonate with. It could be just a random person that you start caring for, and they, kind of start to rely on you for help, and you kind of form like a bond there. And I feel like something happens to them that's really bad, and it just breaks your heart, and you just kind of lose it. And you're like, why does this have to happen? As strong as you've been through all this, like when that happens, like it breaks you. And like, I think something really, this is kind of rough to say, but I think that moment really changes something in you. I'm devoted to you, to this, to us. I feel like you kind of get like a calling on what you want to do in your service to others and your mission in life. It might be related to this person. Because, you're playing around with ideas, and maybe you have one or two things that you like decide you want to do with, in terms of like, career or charity, or, in terms of like the work that you'll be doing in life. And if you don't really know me, like what I consider work isn't necessarily the job that you have or the career that you're following. I feel like the work that you do in this lifetime is like the people that you connect with and how you connect with them, and what you do in this lifetime on your off time to improve yourself, to do for fun, to touch other people, to leave your mark on this world, whether it's for a day or ever. So like, I feel like when I refer to work, I mean like the thing that you do every day, the thing that you pursue in personal goals, professional goals, family goals, even financial goals, like whatever your goals are in life and then work towards, that's what I consider work. Not like what you do for a company's agenda day to day. Like what you do in life is your work. What you put an effort in every day is the work. If you cook meals for your kids every day because you want them to be healthy, that's a work that you do. If you pick up trash when you go on walks, like that's work that you do to help the environment. Like whether however small or big it is, that's your life's work, and it means something. So I feel like this person really touches you and wants to, and really affects you. Happiness is my priority. Finally bringing that 3 back. I feel like this person brings you to another person that like you end up working on a business with or working on a project with. I do pray about us. Yeah, something happens to this person. Like I feel like they get like a really bad health issue or just get stuck in a really bad situation, and like you care for them so much that you pray for them. But then this person also leads you to another person that like helps you, kickstart, whether it's a short-term thing, a long-term thing, but like a way to help people like this person. Or they inspired something in you, like maybe something that they're passionate about, you're passionate about also, and like inspires you, like, yeah, that's the thing I'm going to do in this lifetime, or at least for the next few years, something like that. Did we get a timeline? Yeah, we did. Can I get a more specific timeline when this can happen, Spirit? Yeah, evening. It might happen as soon as tonight or tomorrow. The Tower moment. So the immediate advice from Spirit here is like, don't let things affect you. What about this person? What do you do with this person? Like, do you let them in? Do you... What is... Okay, so many cards. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles in this deck is struggles before gains. So I think you are my more empathic group. You might be the one that kind of struggles with when things go down a little bit more. To see that kind of suffering, but you understand that kind of suffering is necessary. You went through that kind of suffering in your life before, or this is you going through that suffering in your life. And suffering, the way I understand it best is suffering is necessary in order to be open to more kinds of people, to be more loving and kind to more types of people. And that's what suffering does for mankind. Especially if they lack that kind of empathy. And Four of Pentacles in this deck is financial security. So, yeah, Spirit is saying, like, yeah, we got you covered. We have you covered. So figure out what you're going to do when you have the means to do whatever you want. Figure out what you want to do. And then the Five of Wands in reverse in this deck. You see these obstacles ahead of you. You know this is coming. You know this is coming. And then we have two more. Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Wow, 5, 5, 5. And then we have two Pentacles here, which have the 5 pointed stars. So with those 5 fives here on the table, that is radical, incredible, life-changing, humanity changing change, event, situation. Oh my goodness. So Five of Pentacles here is financial gain, because it's in reverse. So you have some possible financial gain, if not material or physical gain. So financial gain. And then the Five of Swords in reverse. Loyalty. Loyalty by who? This person. This might be someone that comes through and from the past. I'm trying to see. But, or just, they just remind you of a friend that you had in the past or something. Or, I don't know. This person's a goner. I'm sorry. I have to just say that. Like, this person, like, I don't know if they, like, die or they just kind of in, you know, one of those situations that they're not going to get out of. Some sort of terminal illness, or like, you know, it just, things just don't turn out well for them. But they're a really kind person. I'm getting very loving, very sweet person. Like, that's what makes you kind of like crumble. Like, why them, you know? And I'm sorry to have to say this to you before this happens, but all these readings are positive. This person's life doesn't go in vain. If anything, he or she has one more moment to shine before they leave, and it's kind of like a miracle that they find you and you find them, and like the beauty that comes out of you guys connecting during this like end of the world scenario, it looks like, whatever this is like, I don't know, brings a lot of help and happiness to others later in your life. So in the end, like, things are well, and like, I don't think you'll be down for that long. Yeah, if anything, this person, like, you might not even get to know them that well, or it's just kind of like an unfortunate situation, you know, you kind of get upset about it for a day or two. But it really makes you think deeply about your mission. It's like this person, I mean, they were already going to exit out of life anyway, but like, because you asked for help from the divine to figure out what you want to do, like, it came in such a, like, I don't know, in such a bittersweet way, but miraculous and divine nonetheless. So I feel like you're strong enough. Like, I mean, you're definitely strong enough. Your soul's strong enough to like go through an experience like this and see it for like the beautiful divine situation that it is. And I mean, like, they'll always be on your side, even from the other side. So this might be someone that like, is it? No, I would see if like they're someone from like your past life, but they're not. It's just someone that last minute comes into your life because you're having trouble figuring out what you want to do. But that's not like the worst thing in the world, because you are doing well with money, with stability and security. So if that's like the worst thing going on in your life, like, that's pretty good, because like it's a time to be creative and find out what you want to do in life. And that might have been like terrifying and something that like paralyzed you in the past. But this time around, it's a joy to find your passions and figure out what you can pursue next. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. Much love and light. Hi, pile number 4. We have the emerald here. And the emerald is great for opening up your heart chakra, and that opens up a great big deal into your life. And we have call card, judgment, and all that glitters. There has been a definite theme in these readings today for spirit messages with a lot of like physical things like ruby and emeralds and gold and material and monetary wealth. And then a lot of like ending of cycles, beginning of new cycles. And that's where I feel like a lot of the collective are. Whether you're watching this when I release it or at a different time, like this is a very profound ending from the last segment of your life. And then number 20 here and 16. I feel like you're very strongly connected to something or someone at this time. This may be fairly recent, fairly new, whether it's like a dream career, a dream romantic interest, a dream friendship, living situation. And I feel like because you've opened your heart and you've worked on pursuing your life mostly through your heart center, like you've reached such a level in your life. Like, I don't know if you recognize, like you probably do because you're in a review phase, but Spirit says if you don't, you've done so much in life. You've done and accomplished so much more than people can even understand, because a lot of things that you worked on was internal. You did a lot of inner work on becoming a better person, on working on your shadow aspects, on healing things from your past, working on connections with people, how you relate to yourself, your self-identity, putting yourself out there in the world, taking risks, big and small, going after what you truly love and believe you're meant to do in this life. And that takes a lot of courage, a lot of strength, a little willpower, and a lot of surrendering to the divine and faith. You have to be really open-hearted. You have to know who to let in and what to let in. You have to have a lot of discernment. And you gain a lot of power back from this process. And this is something that a lot of people don't have. Like, you might be able to see someone and be like, wow, they lost their power. They don't have their power. Or, that person, is at the base level for how they have relations with others, connections with others. And you can probably see this very easily using other people as mirrors in your community, in your neighborhood, at work, wherever. So you know how far you've come. A lot of other people may not know the amount that you've accomplished in this lifetime already, because a lot of it was on your own time, behind the scenes, internally, analyzing what your dreams are, figuring out what was bothering you, working on your anger problem, taking space, being on your own, figuring out what your passions are, like all these things that people tend to push aside or, start on but never kind of really focus on and accomplish. So props to you. Like, Spirit is really saying, like, you've accomplished so much. And that's why you're receiving so much right now. But I think for you specifically, like, yeah, you might be receiving a lot of physical abundance, opportunities and such. But I think for you specifically, you have just received someone or something, one or two opportunities that just came in for you or is just coming in now. That is like resonates with your soul so very perfectly. Or nearly perfectly, which is giving you time to kind of relax a little bit, like let your soul and spirit relax. I feel like you've been working so hard that this person or situation or thing is giving your soul such peace that you're able to take time to review. This is the Judgment card, to review where you come from, who's helped you get there, and where you are now and where you're going. Okay. So I'm interested in the All that glitters card. Because usually this is a sign of fool's gold. Not all that glitters is gold. Okay. So yeah, like things aren't really boring for you right now. They're starting to get interesting. I just picked a random card. Embrace your creative flow. It's beautiful. Yeah, so you're not really bored right now. I feel like it's more peace, contentment, and you're very, very happy to be there. You're very, very happy to be at this like very peaceful, content place. And it's not that you don't have bigger goals ahead of you or small personal goals that you're working on now. It just feels like you're giving your soul a rest. And I keep saying that, like you're giving your soul, your spirit a rest. I feel like it's just because like you've had so much going on that at times you didn't even have the time to just be in the creative flow. You're like, if I had this time to do nothing, and like it's like, okay, so you know how when like when you meditate or you go for a nature walk, or if you're like, you know, a drawing, or if you're drawing a painting, or if you're doing a a very is it monotonous? A chore that's very boring and repetitive. Like you get into this like creative flow, like the flow zone or whatever. And that's when you get a lot of good ideas of what you want to do next, like your next creative project, or if you have a choice at work, like what decision that would be for your highest best good, or if what to do next to spice up your relationship, or something that you're like somewhere you're interested in traveling next, or I don't know, like you get all this like creative ideas for your life, right? And so like you might know this already, because I feel like the people who watch these readings are obviously very advanced spiritually. But I feel like even though you stop, even though you give yourself a break, a day off, or a few weeks off, or a few months off, or even let yourself just kind of do whatever you need to do, you know, eat, vacation, travel, work out, don't work out. Like you give yourself breaks in order to like tap into that flow. But I feel like even when you do that, if you have something on your mind, it's not going to let you go into that creative flow. So if you have something like that is troubling your soul and your spirit, even when you're trying to relax or meditate, or, you know, give yourself a break and, you know, order out Chinese food, or, you know, like let yourself go without cleaning your home for a while, like give yourself a break in order to get into that creative flow. If you have something that's troubling your soul, that's in the back of your mind, you're not going to be able to do that. So you have to kind of address that situation first. So whoever this person that comes in is, or the situation, opportunity, or thing that kind of puts your mind at ease, it might be money related, but I feel like for this group specifically, it's in terms of emotional freedom. I'm getting emotional peace. Someone or something gives you emotional peace, whether it's a family member, a friend, a romantic interest, new or old, but this is something that entered your life recently or entering your life now that gives you so much peace of mind, enough so that you can get back into the creative flow, get into that flow zone, get very intuitive, connect with source, your higher self, that much stronger again, which allows all these ideas to start pouring in. I feel like you get so much love from this person, situation, or thing, that you can finally have your cup overflow, and now you're flowing with these ideas, and it's like I feel like you're getting like rejuvenated. Like I feel like you're getting like you've been dehydrated and you're getting water back into your body and into your mind and your spirit and your ideas again. Okay. And I think that's going to lead to a very good situation. Yes. That's going to make the path ahead of you very clear. It's going to make it so much easier for you to make a decision or multiple decisions in order to get on that highest and best path, the path that is now clear to you that you need to go on. So if you've been kind of, I feel like you might have had ideas of where you might want to go, but you weren't sure like what exactly to do first or what idea to actually make moves on. Like I feel like this person, place, or thing gives you so much peace of mind that like it makes it very clear. Like you have love coming back to you. You're opening your love up to yourself and to the divine and to this person, place, or thing. That's so sweet. I'm getting like you're receiving love because you've put so much love out there. You opened your heart, and you're receiving this love back, which is making it easier for you to connect to your higher guidance and your flow state better, and that's going to make the path on which to go on next very clear. And this is coming up very soon for you, this moment of clarity, which is if Spirit can give me Twilight tonight. By tonight, or if Twilight's already passed for you, by tomorrow night, it will become very, very clear to you what you need to do next for your highest best path. Is there a specific situation? Material things, yeah, so all that glitters. I want to get a clarification on all that glitters and material things. Is this good things or Knight of Pentacles in reverse? And Hierophant. There's going to be an opportunity coming in from a structured society. I'm getting. That's very odd and specific. I guess Spirit's advice here. The King of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah, this is someone who's very established, who has things figured out, who has people that works for them, or has like law and order in their company or where they work, or this charity or this project or this group in which they've established or helped establish. King of Pentacles in this deck means nature soothes. This person is on your level. They're very, very connected. They're very well divinely connected, but in a different way than you. They may be connected to spirit through nature very strongly. So they might like being out in the outdoors. They might, if they don't and they're very like wealthy and more prissy is the word that comes up. They might like to have nice big homes on beautiful natural landscapes. They do like the finer things in life, but they also like nature. So it's like very, that's like the dualistic part in them. Is like they're very earthly. They might have strong earth placements. They're very grounded in physical things and money and who they are in terms of their professional career. They're very well established. I mean, this person like commands or leads whether it's a group of a business with 3 people or 3,000 people. This person's like very well established. Okay. What is the point of this person? Give me a chance. So, this person sees value in you. They see you to be very useful, very talented, and on the same level as them. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I'm like, this person on the same level as you, and they recognize that you're on the same level as them, but in different ways. And they can really use your talents or your whole being in their life or in their company or something. They really, really want you to take a chance on them. And it's really clear for you to see that whether you're male or female, and whether this person is, a friend or romantic interest, or just a future business colleague, they admire you, they see your potential, and you can really easily and clearly see, like, how your life would go if you were to work with this person or work for this person or work alongside this person or just be in this person's life. Okay. What is Spirit's advice for you? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Okay, it's a king. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups, all in reverse. And when all the cards come out in reverse, to me, that means this is happening very, very, very quickly, very soon. As soon as tonight, tomorrow night. Okay, the Queen of Swords in this deck is new opportunities, Ace of Wands, freedom from restraints, and Three of Cups, uncover the truth. So this is a very big, powerful opportunity coming in very quickly. It might be more than one opportunity. Group of people, yeah. It might be an opportunity to meet people that respect you and that you also respect. It might give you the opportunity to live a more wealthy lifestyle, but uncover the truth. There's something here that's kind of, let's see. Wow, yeah, Ace of Swords. Uncover the truth and Ace of Swords. This is a powerful new beginning. And all that glitter kind of hints at, like, oh, everything that looks so shiny and awesome on the outside, like, a company could look great. You can get the tour. You can meet the people and be like, oh, wow, this seems like a great place to work. You get so much vacation time, or the building that the company works out of, it's, awesome. This is a powerful new beginning. This could change your entire life. It could set you up for life. And it seems like it can free you up for everything that felt like it's been kind of holding you down in this old life of yours that you've recently kind of been stepping away from. What's the issue here, if anything? Yeah, it might be a little bit needy. Who or what? Okay. It might come in too fast that the person, place, or thing that, like, has been recently giving you love, it's kind of like, will you have time for me still? If this is a new romantic situation, a new friendship, it could be a family member coming back or old friend coming back, but I think for most of you it's a new romantic relationship, or if you've been with this person before, like a new, like you're having a relationship for the first time if you've known them before, or you're taking a new, making the connection go in a new direction, starting over, starting fresh kind of thing. If it's a new job opportunity, it's like, oh, well, I like this job, but this opportunity is coming in, and it's like, well, will I be still able to continue with this other job or this other hobby or this other situation, side gig? I don't know. Maybe you're a writer or music or something. Or will this take away from it? And everything is kind of happening so quickly. You're getting a lot of admiration from this person, this new person that wants to offer you a chance of a lifetime. I'm getting this person or thing that that you just started, but then all this like new people coming in, and it seems like a very auspicious and beautiful opportunity, a new start for things. You're kind of a little bit questioning it because it's a lot happening at once, and you don't really have time to slow down to kind of keep moving forward. So what is Spirit's advice on all this? Queen of Swords. Communicative and self-expressive. With great rationale and intellect, you stand tall in your truth and the inherent knowledge of who you are. Use the wisdom you've gained from your experiences to lead you. So I think Spirit's saying like the best way forward is to just be kind of raw and real with everyone involved. Be like, hey, like, this is what I had going for me, and it's new, and I really want to see where it goes with this person or this situation, but I would also like to take this opportunity, and I think you guys are great. Like, I feel like there's real potential to be great friends with all of you and work really closely and work really well and do some great things. But everything is happening so fast. I don't know if I can give you an answer right away, or if you do, I definitely want to say yes, but I want you to know where I'm coming from. I don't know, whatever you want to say. You telling this person or this past work situation, like, yeah, like, I still want to continue with this, but my life is changing, and I really still want us to continue, or, tell yourself, like, I still want to do this, but, I might have to take some time away in order to work on this new thing, but it doesn't mean I just don't love this any less, or don't want to work on this situation any less, whether it's a work situation, a friendship, a relationship, or whatever. So this is a real, time to step up and speak your truth to everyone and anything involved. You've got this. You've been doing this. You can do this. And last bit of advice from Spirit. 6 of Cups. Wow. I love that. This beautiful mermaid. Enjoying the sun. Excuse me. 6 of Cups in this deck is memories and friends. So I feel like this is actually, even though things are happening very quickly, like, you're enjoying the time that you have with, your past work situation, or, not your past, your current work situation, your current love interest, your current friends, and the new work situation, the new friends, the new situations. So it's a joyous time. It's a very busy time, but it's a very fun time at the same time. It's interesting. You get to speak your truth. You might feel like everything is kind of going around really quickly, but yeah, no need to worry. Like, it might seem a lot that are very busy, but that doesn't necessarily translate to drama. You can be very busy and very happy at the same time, or you can have a lot of things going on in your life and still be able to give time to everything and be very well balanced and healthy and happy. So even though there's a lot going on, you have clarity, and you know what's important to you, and you don't have to compromise. You can have, the things that you have now that you like, and the things that they're coming to you that you also like. And you're smart enough, you're well experienced enough, and tough enough, and smart. Yeah, very, very, very well. More, you're organized and have the ability to figure out how you're gonna bring this all into one cohesive life for you. So enjoy that, and I hope you enjoy this reading, and I wish you so much love and light. Okay, pile number 5. This is the diopside. We've kind of had like a blue, green, shiny theme today with crystals. The diopside improves intellect and rekindles your desire to learn. And it being green, it also, is connected to the heart chakra, so it can turn your aggression and stubbornness into love and commitment. It's a really good crystal all around. It's good for, healing trauma, learning about like past traumas and healing from them. And it's great for learning new things. Okay. So let's see your cards. The King of Waters, that's so confusing because I was just using a deck of just major arcanas. So that must have just slipped in there. And Unfinished Symphony. Okay, that's so interesting. I was going with just major arcanas, but all right. Okay. So right away I'm getting there's something that needs to be finished. And it has to do with accepting love or accepting good things happening to you. And this is like a very small thing that needs to be, or seemingly small thing that needs to be overcome in order for something big to come into your life. I want to see if you were going to major arcana, what would it be? Transformation, yeah. So I'm getting, there's like this one thing you need to do in order to have your life transform completely. And this is keeping you from that transformation. So it's kind of important that you do this thing. Let's find out what it is. And Spirit's advice. Your money is stuck. Your abundance is stuck. And it wants to come in. We have 2 death cards here. Wow. So the 1313. 1313 is a very beautiful divine number. It's the number of the divine feminine. 1313. Repeated. It's a beautiful number sequence that doubles that divine feminine energy even more so. Sorry, I'm getting kind of like winded from these readings. Yeah, but it's about new beginnings, of course, with the 1, 2 ones. I feel like there needs to be more trust in the universe than what you see in the world around you. And you may be feeling like you can't find the direction in your life at this time. And it's like kind of like everything's kind of stuck, held back, or slowed down, or unclear when you have something that is making those things stuck. Like whatever this is. Wow, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. These are some other cards that fell out. I wasn't sure if I was going to take them, but yeah, you're ready to go. I feel like you have accomplished a lot. You have a good head on your shoulders. You're very courageous. You're someone that takes risks. You have good foresight. You're able to see trends. You're able to see to the soul of a situation. But you're really confused in the direction of your life right now. And it's kind of like you usually don't. And you usually figure out very quickly what to do. But at this point, it's kind of like, even though you might have options and opportunities and good intuition, you've done your research, you know, you can logically make a choice on what direction to go. You can take small actions here and there and, you know, see where they lead. You want to do this. You want to be the chariot. You want to, like, go full force into a certain direction in your life, but you feel like, for some reason, like you're in your own way, like you can't get 100% on board with your own plan. And you feel like this is why your money and resources and more opportunities are stuck and aren't coming to you. You feel like you could almost, it's so close you can nearly taste it and touch it, but it's like just out of reach. With the King and Queen of Cups here, it may be a relationship that needs to be cleared up in order for this huge transformation to take place. Okay, so let's get some more cards here. Okay, what's your advice here? Don't you dare dim your light. Okay, so I feel like the issue here is you believing you deserve this kind of love, that you believe that you deserve this kind of abundance, that you believe you're walking down your highest and best path, that you believe that you're a very supremely powerful divine soul, that you're meant for bigger goals, bigger things, a bigger life path. Like, I feel like you're kind of walking through doors, through the gates, kind of in a zombie mode. I feel like something has kind of made you numb a little bit, and you might feel like you're happy and content or kind of in a good place. Maybe you have a good relationship right now, or you have good people in your life right now, or like you're really good within yourself emotionally. But like I feel like you're walking through doors, through opportunities, making decisions without heart and soul. Like for some reason I feel like you're a little bit numb, even though things are going well for you. And it's like, that needs to be cleared up. Let's clear it up. What's the situation here? What is going on? Because like there's so much in the works here for you, but you need to take action or say something or do something in order for you to kind of move forward. Okay, Six of Pentacles. In this deck, the Six of Pentacles is abundance. Yeah, you have a lot of abundance, emotional, physical, here. But why isn't it coming out? Why isn't it coming forward? Temperance in reverse. Interesting. Inner growth. Yeah. There's like one part of you that needs to finish developing. So that's why you might be so confused, is because you did the work, but it's like you have to let your mind, body, and soul catch up to the amount of work you've done. So if you accomplished a lot and you're ready to move forward, but your spirit's saying like, yeah, we know you're ready to move forward, and when you do, you're going to move fast. And you've done a lot of work, so there's no real work for you left to do. All you have to do is really just let your mind, body, and soul catch up with the amount of work you've done before you go move 100 miles per hour on the new work. So that's really the only situation here. Yeah, you have a lot of abundance coming to you. It's probably already started to come up in your life. And you might have a really good relationship, or your relationship is doing really well now. Or you have a really good relationship with your parents, with your child and their partner, or with your grandchildren. There's a real good sense of like doing well with family or people that are like family to you, or with your partner. So it's kind of like confusing to you because you're like, why am I feeling numb then? Or randomly feeling kind of doubtful or anxious or uncertain when I feel like I know my path and I'm taking small actions, I'm ready to go. I feel happy, content, or I feel that there's a lot of abundance coming in monetarily, physically, materially. Because I already see the emotional abundance coming in. But it's just like your mind, body, and spirit saying to you, like, just give us a second to catch up. You did everything. That's fine. It's good. You deserve it. You know it. You know good things are coming to you. You want to jump ahead, but just like let things just kind of disappear and appear. You know, let things from the past like go and let the new things come in. So I feel like you've done the work, but it's kind of like when you learn a lesson, you might just need a second to like live in that lesson in order to kind of, like, for example, if you like, you know, just finished a whole lesson of like taking care of yourself with self-love, self-care, just because you're doing the things, just because you're, you know, giving yourself saltwater baths or going on nature walks, or, you know, giving yourself me time, you know, time to work on your hobbies, or time to relax, or, you know, time alone, or, you know, taking trips or something like that, or hang out with your friends, making time to like hang out with people you like and stuff like that. Even if you're doing these things, it might take even if, for example, if you haven't been doing that earlier in the year or the past few years, like, you might just need to do this self-love, self-care thing for a few weeks, few months. I'm getting a few months specifically, before, you know, you start seeing the next thing come in. You know, it's like, it's not that it's not coming in, and it's not that it's not going to start showing up anyway, but to really drive home that like self-love, self-care lesson, for example, in this situation, you just got to do it for a few months until your body and spirit and soul and mind and body are like, oh, they're for real. Like, they are actually going to keep up with self-love, self-care. Like, we can ease up now. We can let new things come in. Because I feel like it's like your mind, body, spirit. It's like your own self. It's your own body. It's your own mind. It's your own heart. It's your own spirit that's like saying, can you hold on a second? Like, I need to know you're for sure that you're going to, you know, take care of yourself. Love and self-care. That's just for an example. Like, it could be anything, right? That you will be open to love and to working on this relationship and not think it's going to like disintegrate, or that you can have a good family life or a good home life or a good working relationship with the people you work with, or you know, so I do see like a one-on-one connection here. So like, you know, your connection with your partner, or your partner with your kids, or, you know, your parents or your grandchildren, or the like, you know, like there's a real sense of like your mind, body, spirit just wants to know that like this isn't something that's going to go away, that you're going to give up on, that you're going to feel doubtful and fearful of losing, that it's going to be in your life and steady and stable. And then we'll be more open to moving on with the new things. Because your soul might be, your higher self, your soul may be the one who's like pushing forward, like, let's go, so let's go, let's go, let's go. And sometimes your more physical aspects, your mind, body, even your heart and your spirit is like, yo, you don't know, did you forget what it's like to be a person? Like, you know, just give it a second, you know, give me a second. Yeah. So this whole reading, I'm realizing, was just slightly off. So I feel like you're just kind of feeling slightly off because like you've done the things, you have things ahead of you, and you're kind of in this like waiting room kind of feeling. It's like comfortable but uncomfortable at the same time because like you have everything you want, but it's like your like body and spirit is saying like just be in this energy for a little while until we can catch up and feel like okay to move forward. And I don't think it's going to be long. If we can get a time frame for how long this is going to last, a couple of months, okay? So a couple of months, it's not going to be a big deal. Like just let your body kind of deal with this. Let's see, your body and spirit, your mind and heart's message to yourself. You're always my dream. So I feel like they're connecting to you a lot through dreams. Your body's message to you. I never left you. So I feel like if you feel like you were out of sync with your body, like your mind and your body were at odds or something, or your spiritual desires and your desire for your physical body was like not on the same page, your body's like, no, like I'm with you. I know why you do the things that you do. I know why you stress the body out sometimes. Like you take care of me and I'll take care of you. Like I'm with you. Like you've healed your relationship with your body and your health and your lifestyle, and so you have your body on board with you. And it's just like I'm getting like their body's just like, yeah, it just takes me a little bit longer to get to where you are, and like not that much longer. Like I support you and I want to be there for you. Just like let me just breathe for a moment. Know that this is all okay. And then like your spirit's message for you. You're my lighthouse guiding me to shore. So I believe like, the spirit that resides within your physical body is a fractal of your higher self, your soul. And I feel like your spirit is saying like, it's speaking to your soul, which is so interesting. Like your super subconscious mind is like talking to your higher self, your soul, that like, I'm grateful for you lighting the way. I'm following the light just as like in the perfect timing that I can and the best way that I can. And I'm grateful, and I'm not resenting you for this, for pushing me forward, because that's without your push and your clarity on like what to do next, I might not be able to keep following the light. So I don't resent you for it. I appreciate you for it. And every slow step that I take is with gratitude and appreciation and happiness. So I feel like this is like your super subconscious mind talking to like your soul, like your higher aspect. And it's like kind of interesting to think of like even your energy separated in those ways, because like you're just like this conscious person, not realizing that like you have different parts of your mind are speaking to each other. Different parts of your consciousness is speaking to other higher consciousness without your full awareness consciously. So this is kind of like a reminder that there's There's always so much going on with you than you can imagine in a given point in time. And so just in these next couple of months, I'm getting from Spirit, like, just enjoy, you know, take a break, do nice things for yourself, you know, don't push yourself, be happy with what you can do. Don't be worry about things you don't need to worry about. Don't overthink. Just be. Just be. Just be. Feel into the moment. Okay. Don't stop. Don't stop. Remain positive, and the situation will improve. Yeah. Like, just keep going. Don't dim your light. Just be, like, this is a point where you kind of might get, like, doubtful. Like, are things moving? Are things going to show up soon? Like, am I going crazy? Like, am I doing the right things? Am I making the right decisions? If I do nothing, will I be, you know, punished for it later? It's like, no, like, don't dim your light. Keep doing the things that make you awesome. You know, keeping up with, like, your self-love, self-care, which was an example that came up. Also working on, you know, little things for the future, you know, whatever these goals and things are. Like, even if they don't show immediate results, like, you can still work on things here and there, and they will come through. They will come through in abundance. Even if for the next couple of months you don't see any return on your investment, like, it will show up, even if you do little things here and there. But also just take the time to kind of just let your body calibrate, your mind and your spirit calibrate to this new life or new project or new thing you're speeding off to. So don't worry about it. Just take it easy and let things happen as they may. Let's see. Can't get one more card here. Page of Wands. You're standing on the edge of a new chapter in your life. Oh my god. Sorry, this deck was falling in a weird way. You're standing on the edge of a new chapter in your life, feeling enthusiastic and anticipatory with boundless inspiration. Be wary of haste as you ready yourself to bring the seed of an idea to fruition. Make sure you have a clear direction as you venture forth. Yeah, because right now you might not have, like, complete clarity, but it's Spirit saying, like, it's okay to keep making small moves on whatever this new, whether it's a whole new complete life or this new career venture, new project, or whatever it is. Like, don't worry, like, you'll do well. Like, you're just purposely not given, your mind is purposely fogging up and slowing down your ambitions and your visions, because, like, they just need a second. They just need a second. You know, you might be getting a lot of work done in your dream state. Your body's reminding you, like, don't worry, I'm here for you. Like, you know, and your spirit is, like, even talking to your higher aspect, saying, like, I'm happy walking towards, you know, even brighter light right now. Was there? Yeah, there's a Knight of Swords here. Yeah, and I'm feeling like you are getting a lot of good communication. I feel like you might be talking about this with a partner or family. Enjoy the conversations with the people that you're having conversations with. Just let this be very wholesome kind of time for you. You know, taking a lot of baths, feeding yourself good food, keep, you know, treating yourself to, like, you know, nice expensive teas or, you know, warm coffee, little chocolates here and there, nice baked goods, or your favorite movie, you know, cuddle up, fuzzy socks, warm, nice sweaters, bring flowers into your home, buy a gift for your friends or loved one. Just whatever makes you happy and wholesome at this time. That's all you need to do and focus on. All right, I hope you enjoy that reading, and I wish you so much love and light.